Furthermore, financial market practices in these countries have been more carefully managed. Number two, very importantly, domestic savings in these countries have not been jeopardized. In many Asian countries and the MENA countries, domestic saving rates have been kept above 20%, with some of them even reaching as high as 40%. Number three, their external debts have been carefully controlled and managed, which have contributed to the stability of their currencies and their banking systems. Central banks in these countries have learned a great lesson from the last Asian financial crisis 10 years ago. Their monetary and fiscal policies have not been abused. In other words, governments in these countries have not been held hostage by their own macroeconomic, monetary, and fiscal policies. Number four, by and large, these economies have enjoyed relatively strong growth just before the current crisis. Their financial capabilities were strengthened and which is needed to fight the current crisis. Nevertheless, the current crisis has hurt those countries in a different manner. Their export-driven growth strategy has been challenged, while foreign investment into these countries has dried up. The crisis has also destabilized their domestic financial markets without appropriate and effective regulation and supervision. In short, there was a clear lack of discipline. On a broad scale, the economic structures in these countries are facing some fundamental challenges. We are talking about low saving rates, high labor costs, high level of government, corporate, and personal debts, and declining international competitiveness. Unless these structural shortcomings are improved and fixed, the foundation of new crises remain. Now let's talk about heroes. I define those who have the determination and ability to meet challenges in this global financial and economic crisis are the heroes of our era. Number one, an extraordinary crisis requires extraordinary government leadership. The government leaders who have defined and implemented their development and growth strategy without jeopardizing the long-term health of their country's economic foundations are the heroes. So are the government leaders who have demonstrated their determination and ability to manage the crisis situations by acting swiftly and decisively. The current crisis has changed, will continue to change the balance of economic power, and as well as the relationship among various countries. As such, government leaders in major countries have the responsibility to reform and improve existing global economic order, or even build a new one. Number two, those central bankers who have defined and implemented effective, sensible, and well-balanced monetary policies, who have protected the economic growth and stability of their countries before and during this crisis are the heroes. Their efforts in maintaining economic discipline have not only reduced the pain caused by the crisis on their own economies, but also contributed to the fight against this crisis at the global level. Number three, those regulators who have demonstrated their disciplines, determination, and capability in overseeing, reforming the financial industries under their supervision are the heroes. Their efforts have helped their countries escape from the worst of current global crisis. Number four, those business leaders and managers in finance and other industries who have demonstrated discipline, in managing their businesses and risks are the heroes. Their efforts have protected their business as well as economies in which they operate. Finally, as I mentioned earlier, this crisis is so deeply rooted that many ordinary people on the street around the world, people with families to raise, children to feed, have been victimized and lost their wealth and sometimes jobs as a result. Many of them are struggling in a very difficult environment in months, if not years ahead. They will have to readjust their lifestyle, their consumption and saving behavior, and perhaps even change their profession. In my opinion, those who are able to do all that should also be recognized as heroes. Finally, this is not the first global financial and economic crisis. Will certainly not be the last one. I think all of us have to work together and overcome the great difficulties caused by this crisis, draw some lessons from it, and rebuild global financial industry. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.